Good day, folks. This is video number 12 for the playlist which is devoted to 3D Experience CATIA, the generative shape design application. Uh, this particular icon that I'm going to be working on is the multi-section surface icon, and it's appearing in the Surface tab playlist because for GSD of 3D Experience, I already have a wireframe playlist where the tabs are discussed there, but this one goes into the Surface tab playlist. Once again, I'm still dealing with the multi-section surfaces icon, but this is the final example that I'm going to be referring to the coupling, automatic coupling that's done using the four options that you've got: ratio, tangency, tangency then curvature, and vertices. Uh, the ribbon at the bottom of the page in generative shape design looks like that, and there's a surface tab here, and upon clicking on it, you get a dialog box like that, which is related to multi-section surfaces. And the biggest challenge is right here, the advanced options, because the automatic choices, it's very straightforward, but here when you have to select the advanced option, there are some issues that may arise. Uh, Expanding the advanced option, you get a extensive menu down here that has to be filled, and specifically we are interested in the automatic coupling that's done without you volunteering for it. For generative shape design, it is ratio. Now, the example that I'm going to be doing is these two closed profiles, which are on planes 15 millimeters apart. It doesn't matter. And for your perusal, I also have given dimension here so that I'm going to be making my model based on this in case you want to follow it. Now notice that these 2 points are curvature discontinuity, and these 2 points are tangent discontinuity. We have to watch out for closing points because when you have closed profiles, and this is going to pop up, and I'm going to do it so that the generated surface is over here. Notice that this thing in the back, see this profile in the back is our section 1, which is here, and this thing that is tilted here, rotated here, is profile number 2, which is this piece in the front. Now, one of the sources of confusion in the nomenclature here is that when they talk about tangency, they really mean tangency discontinuity points. And when they talk about tangency then curvature, once again, it is the discontinuity in the curvature that is being referred to. The CATIA v5 version of this particular problem that I'm doing, or something very similar to it as far as the shape goes, is done in that link that you see. But just a word of caution, because there are so many options in this icon, multi-section surfaces, which is also referred to as loft in some of the packages. By the way, the complication is not only in this particular icon, but blend icon and the sweep icon also suffers from the same issue because there's so many choices that you've got. Basically, these are the advanced options for creating surfaces. And if you're a surface designer, probably you spend most of your time coming up with things that look good on the screen, and I mean that's why there's a lot of choices that you have. You have to try everything. Eventually, you get something that you like it, or your supervisor likes it. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to 3D Experience. I'm going to create a plane offset from this vertical plane, which is 50 millimeters away. Let's see for a second. Yeah. So wireframe, and here is a plane offset from this plane, and we'll put 50 millimeters. Okay. Now On this back plane, I'm going to draw that profile that you saw. So sketch on that back plane, I'll do something like this. Profile, I'm going to go like that. I'm going to close it. Let me give some dimensions. I believe this one was 20 millimeters. Okay. And this dimension was 40, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's 40 millimeter. Okay, good. So what you see there is this thing, 40, 20. Then I'm going to do that one, and then of course I'm going to rotate that. We'll do that later. So let me go here. See for a second what were the dimensions. This was 20 and 10. Okay, very good. So exit. Now on that plane, I will sketch. Let me do the following. I can use profile, but it may be easier if I did yeah, I'll do a profile. So starting from here, I go up there, and then like so. We'll dimension it in just a minute. That should be 90 degrees. Okay, it should be 90 degrees right there, and then that circular tip. Okay, so until, yeah, I think we'll clean it up. Okay, so let's mention these things. So that is going to be 10, and this is going to be 20. There we are. I think that is, let's make sure that these are correct. Yeah, 20 and 10 and 45-degree tilt angle. So let's go here and put another dimension between this line and that line, and that should be 45. Okay, so what we've got here, if you exit that, what we've got here is basically this drawing. Now I don't need the planes, I might as well hide these planes. I'm going to hide that plane. Okay, and these axes for the sketches, I don't need it, so I'm going to hide that. That's gone. And same thing down here, hide. Okay. Oh, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. It's the absolute axis that I want to hide right there. Gone. Okay, very good. So now we're going to go to Surface tab, and here is the multi-section surface. This is my first profile. Notice that because it's a closed curve, there's a closing point automatically that's selected. And this is my second profile, which happens to be, by the way, at the consistent location. Okay, and the orientation of sweeping around this is going to be, this is counterclockwise and this is counterclockwise. Now notice that if I say preview, you get something like that. Okay, now I haven't done anything yet. All I did was to say, okay, get me that surface, and notice that it worked out fine without me doing anything. Okay, so let me go back here, go to the advanced option. Notice that by default, the ratio is selected. I can change this thing to tangency, preview. Same thing is going to happen, because what happened is that the two sharp corners went together. Okay, these are the discontinuity point. If I do tangency and then curvature, same thing, because the location where the curvature was discontinuous was this point and that point in the back, and this point over here and this point over here, and this point over there. Even if I go to vertices, you get exactly the same thing, because in both cases you have the same number of vertices. Okay. If you don't have the same number of vertices, or the same number of tangency discontinuity, or the same number of curvature discontinuities, you're going to get an error message. But this works fine.